Hi everyone, this is Chandan. You're watching Educate India. In this particular video, we'll try to understand how can we enable the auto scaling within the Kubernetes AKS node pool. So this is one of the important feature within the AKS node pool. So you can watch my previous videos for different type of AKS features that I have explained. I have created different videos for AKS creation or AKS upgrades, and also how can we provision these node pools. But if you already have a node pool and if you want to just configure the a scaling method as auto scaling, so how can we do that within the AKS cluster? There are multiple ways of doing. We can just use Azure CLI, or we can just use Terraform scripts if you're using infrastructure as a code. But in this video, I'll try to show within the Azure portal how can we just change our scaling method to auto scaling or manual method. So let's just understand that. So to do that, we just need to just go to this node pool, because we want to set the auto scaling for node pools. Node pools are just different type of virtual machines. This can be keep on scaling if we have configured the auto scale, and it will be fixed node pool if we have not configured it. But it's always recommended that if you're using AKS cluster, so you should definitely configure the auto scale, because if you're running any workload and if your pods or application pods needs more resources, in that case it will try to create more nodes. It will only able to add more node if the auto scaling is configured there. But if auto scaling option is not configured, so then new nodes can't be added. If it's manual, then manually we have to add the new nodes, but during that time there might be application failure, or we will see the many error logs within that application because it won't be able to scale. So it's always recommended to configure the auto scaling, even if you have HPA configured within the cluster, so where it will create those pods. So it needs the nodes to create those pods. We can say that this is a cluster autoscaler, so that can be configured within the node pool. So here we have that scaling method where we can set the scaling method as auto scale, so then it will automatically scale based on the configuration that we are providing within that particular node pool. So let's see how can we do that. So I'm inside this particular node pool, and we can see here currently I have one node pool, agent node pool. We can see it's saying auto scale because I have already configured auto scale for my particular cluster, for this particular node pool. So I can just see here by clicking this node pool, I have one option here, scale node pool. So here it's giving me option to select that scale method. You can scale the number of nodes in your cluster to increase the total amount of cores and memory available for your container applications. So scale method can be manual or it can be auto scale. So auto scale is recommended. It's saying like this option is recommended so that the cluster is automatically sized correctly for the current running workloads. So you can see here currently I have configured auto scale, so I have option of minimum count and maximum count. So minimum, how many nodes it has to run, so that is the minimum count, and maximum it can just scale up, it can't exceed the maximum count. So that also we can configure by just max node count here, and based on the max node count it's deciding the node pool capacity. So here you can see that the min node count is 1 and max node count is 2. So it's saying the capacity as 4 vCPU and 16 GB. So what it means that it's calculating that capacity based on the max node count. So here each node having that max core of 2 vCPU and 8 GB. So since our max node is 2, so it's calculating capacity as 4 vCPU and 16 GB. We will understand this. So let's just select this manual, and here we have only one option because manual there's no auto scaling, so we can't define the min node count and max node count. So that is a fixed number of nodes that we want to run. I'm giving that node count as 1, so it's saying 2 vCPU and 8 GB. It's deciding based on the virtual machine size that we have selected during this node pool provisioning. So we have selected this particular node pool that has 2 vCPU and 8 GB memory per node. So let's assume that tomorrow your application needs 4 vCPU and 16 GB memory. So then it won't be able to auto scale if the scale method is manual. So then you have to manually come here and then you have to select it as 2. Then you can see that this will change 2 vCPU to 4 vCPU because we have just increased that particular node count. But if you want that this particular scaling to happen automatically based on the resource requirement of that workload, so that we can just use auto scale method, and here we can define that Okay, let's keep the minimum as 1, so it should run minimum 1. But if it needs more resources, then it can just scale up to maximum 2. So that means that it has that capacity of maximum 4 vCPU. It can scale up to 2 nodes, but whenever it will need, it will scale up. So it will not always be running with the 2 nodes. It will just running with the minimum resources, but whenever it will need more resources, it will just scale up that particular nodes. So this is one of the recommended way to always configure the auto scaling, because that can handle all your workload resource requirements. So it will make sure that your application pods will have sufficient resources to run, and there won't be any application errors because of the lack of resources, and no need to manually modify these values. So automatically Kubernetes AKS will take care of these scalings based on the resources needs. So whenever HPA will need more pods based on the threshold value, so it will just scale up that particular pods, and then it will just automatically just check if this is auto scale. So it will try to add more node based on the max node count. This particular cluster I have auto scale already enabled. So let's go within that cluster and let's see like how many nodes currently it's running. So I can see that it's running only one node. I'm just running Nginx pod, so it just need just one node. So here we can just add the request for, and let's see whether it's able to create new pod. So yeah, I can see one it created newly, and another one it's unable to create on the same, because max it can just have 8 GB memory. It can have max. So 4 we have already given, so one is already running on that, so it can't add both in the same node. So this time it should request one additional node. I just want to show you the auto scaling, that how the auto scaling will work. So we can see here it's saying scaling up. So because it needs more resources now, it needs to run one more pod, and so that's why it needs to request one more node from the cluster, and it's saying auto scaling, so it should add one more node here. So here we have to wait that, and we can see that it has just started adding a new node here, and it will be ready in few seconds, and then this particular new pod will be scheduled on the new node. I can see that this node is ready now, and then we can see here it has assigned the other pod with the new node, and now we can see both pods are running. If we have just scaling method as auto scale, so it will automatically just scale up that resource. And let's say tomorrow I don't want the extra resource here, so let's just scale back to 1. I don't need the extra pod, so it has just removed one pod. So then automatically this time it will understand that our cluster workloads doesn't need extra nodes, so automatically it will scale down that particular node. If I'll go back to the cluster, so currently it's saying scaling down. So now it has to scale down because we have just one pod that's running with the 4 GB memory, so we doesn't need 2 different nodes for that. So it will just scale down that particular node. So that is one good thing. It's kind of saving costs. Automatically that decision is taken by the Kubernetes. We can just schedule that auto scaling. We can set the minimum number count that we want, like our resource should need this minimum number of nodes, and then later on we can just set the max based on our maximum traffic, and automatically the scaling decision can be done by the Kubernetes based on the HPA settings and resource requirements. So that's it for now. We'll cover more concepts of AKS, Azure Cloud, and Kubernetes in the upcoming video. Thanks for watching.